Hello, welcome back to my channel. So it looks like Jessica and Maurice are broken up. Another girl had posted on her IG story about a week ago, "Missing my baby, I can't wait to be back in your arms tomorrow." And Maurice reposted it on IG and said, "I can't wait either, and stop asking me if I miss you on the phone, girl." And so people were asking Jessica, like, what's up, are you guys broken up? She said they're still married and his account got hacked, but I don't think his account got hacked because she just posted this picture of her and Maurice today, and she was claiming Maurice is her boyfriend, so it looks like that's Maurice's new boo. But what the heck is going on? Do you see what's going on with his right pocket right there? And he's still on probation or parole, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's pretty stupid for him to be showing that off on social media, because it's blatantly obvious if you just look down at his shorts. And Jessica and Maurice have now unfollowed each other on social media. And well, he was on parole in California, so he was unable to leave the state, and she was still living in Las Vegas with their son. But that's all I have about Maurice and Jessica. I wanted to talk about Anissa and Jeff for the rest of this video. So in the last video, Anissa, she got her spray tan so she can look all sexy for Jeff, and she went to go pick him up from the halfway house. And this is the first time they're spending time together besides the time when she went and drove him to the halfway house from the bus station. And the last time she went to go pick up Jeff for a 3-hour pass, he ended up not being able to come, so she's nervous, but she ends up showing up. He shows up, and they go back to her house, and on the way to her house, they're talking, and she's telling him, like, okay, I picked out the flowers for our wedding. We're gonna get married in 2.5 months. And she's like, does that sound good? And Jeff's like, yeah, but you know, we have to write a letter to the BOP and get it approved before we get married, because he's still technically going to be in the halfway house at the time. So he has to make sure that he's able to leave for the day of their wedding. So Anissa over here, she already has the flowers picked out, the date picked out, the place. She said they're going to get married in the woods by this creek. And she even has the dress picked out. And Jeff dropped the bombshell on her that he just found out today that he has to get it approved by the BOP. And there's a chance that they can deny it and they can not be able to get married. So Anissa looked like she was kind of freaking out. So they get to Anissa's house, pull up, and Jeff's like, oh, your house is nice. He walks in, he's like, oh, your refrigerator, I can have whatever I want out of here. And he opens up the fridge door and was like acting like a little kid in the candy store, but it's just like your options are limited. There wasn't much in that fridge at all. And then Jeff started charging his ankle monitor, saying he had to get some juice in it. And Nessa, she just looked like she was rolling her eyes, and she's like, how much juice do you have in that thing? Like, I waited 11 years to take you to my bedroom. He's like, you should have told me that when you got here. And so they went to the bedroom, and Anissa says that she hasn't been with anybody in, 6 years? And Jeff says he's been talking to Anissa for 11 years, but he hasn't been with anybody in 37 months. But he said she doesn't have to know that. And he also said, like, with Anissa, the whole marriage thing, Anissa's the one that is mainly pushing the marriage. So they ended up doing it. Jeff said that Anissa doesn't have a shy bone in her body. Anissa says that she's a lady, so she doesn't talk about details. And then Jeff went out to the backyard and sat at the table, and he was messaging some other girl. And producers asked her who he was messaging, and he said it was Christine. And Christine is somebody that he talked to before he got locked up. And once he went to the halfway house, he started talking to her again, and she wants to see him. And all while this is going on, Anissa's making him breakfast, so she comes outside and feeds him breakfast. And so Anissa comes out, and then her friend Kyle walks up. And I guess her friend Kyle that we saw, he rode with her to go pick up Jeff from prison. Well, they actually live on the same property, so he pops in quite frequently. And he rolls up, and Jeff was like, oh, here's this effing guy again. And it's like, it don't gotta be like that. And Jeff is just being really hostile towards Kyle at first. But as soon as Kyle sits down, Anissa says she's gonna grab him a plate of breakfast. And then they actually start talking, and Jeff says that he could potentially see Kyle being his friend one day, but he goes by the motto, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So Kyle actually revealed that he's an ex-con, and he actually went to prison in 2008, and they showed a mugshot, and I wish I had a picture of his mugshot because he's lost a lot of weight since his mugshot back then. He looked like a whole different person. But he says so he can kind of see the ex-con in Jeff, and he's seen a lot of people in prison play games with females outside and just use them. So Kyle starts asking Jeff some questions. He's like, where'd you go the other 2 times when you got out and you were supposed to come to Anissa's? And he said, I went straight to the streets shooting dope, and I gave her up for that. So Kyle asked Jeff what's different this time, like what's going to keep him out of prison, what's going to make him be faithful to Anissa. And Jeff says he's opened up his heart, he loves Anissa. But then almost in the same breath, he'd turn around and ask Kyle if he can talk to him about something. And then Jeff told producers he has a big secret to tell Anissa, and he's just trying to figure out the right time and exactly how he's going to tell her. Then they show a spoiler for next week's episode, and you got Kyle telling producers that if Jeff doesn't tell Anissa his big secret, he's going to tell her. And I've heard rumors allegedly that he has a few kids out there from the few times that he got out of prison before. And he said that girl Christine, he talked to her before he went to prison, and he says that Anissa doesn't know that they're talking or he plans on seeing her or the nature of the relationship. So my best guess is that Christine girl is going to end up being one of his baby mamas. But let me know what you guys think his big secret is in the comments below. And I did notice that Jeff was in the Salvation Army, so that means he's going to be there at least for 6 months, and he just got out of prison a month ago, so that means he still has like another 5 months at least before he gets out of there. I know at least I had an ex that was in the Salvation Army, and they have to spend 6 months in there, and it's a good program. It's like faith-based and stuff. But that's it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And make sure, if you haven't already, that you check out my Jeffree Star mystery box unboxing video, because I'm doing a giveaway on that video. And I'm going to be announcing a winner here next week, and you don't want to miss that. I have a link in the description to that video, and just go to that video and all the details will be there. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching.